Having had quite a bit of personal and online conversations about the African history on Curacao, I've come to realize that we, as the children of the transatlantic diaspora, do not know much of the African peoples that were brought to the island. With that in mind, I felt compelled to show which ethnic groups set foot and might have left an imprint on Curacao. I find it necessary to state that though I'm gonna highlight the peoples enslaved on Curacao, this is not meant to imply that Afro-Curaçaoans are solely descendants of the ethnicities I will be mentioning. It just means we have enough evidence on the specific African peoples that help develop the Afro-Curaçaoan identity, beginning with the Akan peoples. Alluding to the Akan culture in present-day Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire, we had individuals of possible Ashanti, Fanti, or Nzima nations on Curacao. A recorded minor rebellion on the 5th of July, 1750, near plantation Hato, shows clear proof of this. A slave overseer was killed, whose name was Kajo or Kojo, an Akan name for male children born on a Monday. Based on how the name is spelled in the official records, it is my belief that Kajo, the slave overseer, was from the nation of Bahule, a breakaway group of the Ashanti people in Cote d'Ivoire. We also have the following Akan names being recorded: Kwaku, Kwamina, Kakaraba, Kojo, Kofi, Akuba, Apia, Amba, Afiba, and Kwasi, meaning Afro-Curaçaoans have a shared connection with the Akan peoples of Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire. It was the Akan people that infused the culture of Curaçao with the Nancy stories. Anansi meaning spider in Chui. Anansi stories were told by several Akan groups, such as the Fanti, but it was the Ashanti who enjoyed cultural and political dominance in this region during the 1700s in modern-day Ghana. Nevertheless, it does not matter what Akan nation was dominant, as it's clearly the broad Akan culture that was present in the Caribbean in general, and on Curacao specifically, with the wisdom stories of Nancy. Going from West Africa to Central Africa, we have the main descendants of the Luango people, called Fili. In addition, the Yombe people also share in the heritage of the Luango kingdom. According to the traditional record, Luango was a former part of the Congo Empire. Congo meaning Kingdom of the Panther. Luango meaning the kingdom with the panther symbol. While the Dutch West Indian Company enslaved many Luangos and surrounding peoples, we have only one name documented of a Luango individual, José Caridad González. Unlike the Akan individuals mentioned before, his original name has not been preserved. José was enslaved on Curacao, but fled to find his freedom in Venezuela, where some historians claim he helped start a rebellion in Coro around the same time as Tula. His Luango countrymen gave the people of Curacao, Aruba, and Bonaire at least three elements embedded in the culture of the island: Tata, meaning father, Zumbi, meaning spirit or god, and Tambu, a spiritual dance and music genre. Now we're going to jump back and forth between West Africa and Central Africa, as we also have other people groups, but the scope of their influence is unknown, and the information is not very extensive. We have to keep in mind that documenting enslaved peoples was purely for financial reasons, and not as a means of documenting their daily lives or cultures. Thus, many ethnic mentions are in passing. The Dutch priest called Gambier, during his conversion efforts in 1755, wrote the following classifications as he heard it from the enslaved Africans: Timbo, Dombo, Congo, Kanga, Shamba, Luango, Soko, Angora, Amina, Karabari, Makamba, Markambe, Guine, and Bobo. Of these, I've identified Kanga, or Ganga, as the Mende people of the coastal region of Sierra Leone. Shamba is likely to be the Chamba people of Cameroon and Nigeria. Karabari, Guinea, Luango, Congo, Angora, and Amina are basically still recognizable names in West and Central Africa. However, caution is advised since most of the latter names are names of regions and not necessarily ethnic names. Additionally, the Mandinkas of Mali and surrounding nations were also present on Curacao. In the Dutch archives of 1743, there's a mention of Negermeisje Maria Mandinka, meaning Negro girl Maria Mandinka. Her people's heritage is known on Curacao by the locals, as there's a small mountain called Cerro de Mandinka on the east side of Curacao, giving us Afro-Curaçaoans seemingly a connection to the richest man of all times, the Mandinka ruler Mansa Musa of Mali. Well guys, this was a small part of the African history on Curacao. The point of this video was to give you guys a better understanding of our ancestors, who shaped the Afro-Curaçaoan identity. We may not always know their names, but we can honor them where they came from by telling our story to the next generation. You can support this channel by liking and subscribing, and sharing is caring. And lastly, it's time to remember what we have forgotten.